I got started in officiating in the spring of '73 when I was a senior at Montevallo, and I started calling baseball with the local coaches, and they got me out there, and I'd call some when I was in high school, but not as much as I started calling with them. And the next couple of years after that, I took over the association like in '75 or somewhere along in there, and started a Shelby County Baseball Association. And it's gone from there, but that was the years we got started, and it was mostly the local coaches that got me started from there. The most memorable moments I've had in officiating have been very good to me. I've done several D2 World Series in college. I've done some high school championship playoffs. I've been to when we had the first one go to Alden, Montgomery, I was down there for that. I've done very many SEC baseball games, and every one of them are memorable because of the crowd and the places that you're at and the pitchers and the hitters and so forth like that. And here again, the greatest moments that you have, the better the players, the better the moments are. The one thing I've really enjoyed is the coaches over the years. I mean, I've really enjoyed being around the coaches and other officials also. I think the most gratification you can get from officiating is when you walk off the field and everybody ignores you. Spectators, the coaches, nobody says a word to you. They don't even know you're there. It may not have been a good game, but nobody knows you're there, so therefore you've got the gratification of knowing that you had no way of affecting the game whatsoever. My greatest influence was from several people, and I don't think you can name one. When I first started, there was no videos, there was no TV, there was no mechanics manuals. You had the rule book. That's all you had, and you learned how to umpire, for me, from other umpires that you went with. And the better umpire you went with, the more you learned. I coached all my life, so coaching and teaching has been almost to me like mentoring somebody. So I've learned from other people from doing that, so I think coaching and teaching is the part that I've learned from the mentorship. My family during my time of officiating was great. You know, I'd be coaching during the fall and winter seasons, and I'd go to baseball in the spring. And it was very rare, like I've heard some other people saying about being with your kids during that time. But I got to see my kids during the other times. So it involved my whole family in the officiating. My wife, in fact, was assigning games and talking to coaches more than I was at times. And it was fun to do because she was having to hear more of the stuff than I was. And so it was more of a family thing. When we come in, we had to decide what game was this and what game was that. So officiating just became a family thing. The first thing you got to do with a new official is that you got to get into the rule book. I mean, I see so many new officials coming in that they think they know the rules, but they don't know the rules. They got to get into the case book. They got to learn the rules. To me, when I was coming along, you didn't have case books as much. You had to go out and buy them and everything. All these rule books and everything are given to you now to a point of registering. Second thing is they got to go work practice games. They got to go to camps. They got to go to everything. They've got to take constructive criticism. They're not the top of the game yet. And so people are going to criticize them more than that. The last thing is they need to get experience. The greatest thing that's helped me is experience. When something happens now, it don't bother me. But the young umpires that come running to me going, what are we supposed to do when this happens? And this is this is the thing that you got to teach the young guys how to do. This is a great accomplishment for me and my family because of all the people that we know, all the coaches and everything that since it's come out, that I've got more congratulations from coaches and umpires also. But it's a family thing, and it means so much to my family because they're so, I think they're proud of me for being an umpire and doing it like this. But the one thing that it has helped me getting into this thing, and it also helped me from the standpoint of being with your peers. Is I learned how to coach from situations with basketball and football with officials. And this has helped me probably get into the Hall of Fame because I know how to handle coaches now, and coaches knew how to handle me.